I pretty much grew up in El Salvador till I was 8, and I grew up playing in the pyramids of El Salvador. And the pyramids there don't really have, they're being looted, so there's not much of like a museum or any kind of historical kind of information about them. So as a kid, I always envisioned what they look like. So that kind of always sparked my imagination. What would a headdress look like? So then after like I got to grad school, before grad school, I started making headdresses like by using my imagination because I figured that the pyramids and the culture really maybe relates a little bit to what's happening in Mexico, but uh, but I really started to imagine what they would look like or what they would look like now in the present. If they were to to have continued that kind of culture. When I was 8 years old, I crossed the U.S.-Mexico border and I was undocumented, and I cross escaping the Civil War in El Salvador into the United States, and eventually I became a U.S. citizen. Um, so the piece upstairs, it's a lot of my headdresses they're used multiple times. So this is the second or third kind of life of this headdress because when I first built it, I actually crossed the U.S. Mexico border with a headdress on, and I did a performance. So I crossed the border in Texas, in Rios, Texas, into Mexico and back while wearing this headdress. But I had to cross through the Rio Grande, and the headdress kind of fell apart after the performance, and I went back and rebuilt it, and this is what it is now. So this is like its second life, and I'm probably gonna keep wearing it, and it'll start to kind of. I'm actually this is like the fourth time already. I'm exhibiting it. So it's had it's gonna keep developing and keep growing, um, and that's how like all the headdresses have. I have another the Ghetto Blaster. I've used it over 30 times already, and it's going to Belgium for a performance, then going to El Salvador. So it's like they just kind of after every performance, after every exhibition, I kind of remodify them. So they tend to look a little bit different, but the original parts are all there. And to me, that they carry that energy, and they kind of it's almost like having a nice kind of warm pair of jeans on, and this kind of like how these headdresses start to kind of build their character.